Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, watching us online during these COVID times. Unfortunately, we do not have a live audience for you for this particular weigh-in, but we do have some great fights coming up for you tomorrow night from right here at Fantasy Springs in Indio, California. And it's all brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, and of course sponsored too by Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle, and Bet Online. All of the odds for tomorrow night's fights are brought to you by Bet Online. So we're going to start this weigh-in from the bottom. This will be our 2:30 p.m. Pacific start time, and that fight will feature Tyler Vogel of Fargo, North Dakota, taking on Tristan Calruth, who is from Texas. First up on the stage to weigh in for this 6-round cruiserweight is the outlaw Tyler Vogel.
Pick everything off over there. Joey, have somebody help him over.
And the California State Athletic Commission, under the auspices of them, of course, for all of tomorrow night's action, we will have one fighter come up. He will weigh in, then he will step back, and we will have his opponent take the stage to calculate his weight. So first up again, this is the outlaw Tyler Vogel.
194.4.
And 194.4 for the outlaw Tyler Vogel. His opponent, undefeated out of Duncanville, Texas. Here is Sweet Tea, Tristan Calruth. Calruth 5-0 with 4 knockouts.
198.8.
198.8. We'll go 198 and 3/4 for the undefeated Calruth. This fight again will go off at 2:30 Pacific tomorrow afternoon from here at Fantasy Springs in Indio, California. Go ahead and take your tea. Sweet tea on your tea. Six-round cruiserweights with Tyler Vogel, Fargo, North Dakota, against the undefeated Duncanville, Texas native, Sweet Tea, Tristan Calruth. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon. We'll have a short time in between fights as these guys get themselves situated and put the clothes back on so they can exit, and we'll bring in our next fighter. So stay patient with us, those watching at home. Also, fight fans watching online, mark your calendars for December 5th when Golden Boy returns to right here in Fantasy Springs, Indio, California for an exciting one. That's featuring Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell, a world title on the line. It is announced, and it is going down here in Indio, December 5th, live on DAZN. So don't miss out on that one, as well as our main event tomorrow night. We've got a great card lined up for you. Title eliminators, title fights tomorrow night. Munguía Johnson, of course, Rashidi Ellis, and undefeated Alexis Rocha as 2 undefeated fighters will go head-to-head for the silver welterweight title for the WBC. A 10-rounder of super featherweight action with Neil Tabanao from Cebu, Philippines, 17-7 with 11 knockouts. This again is a 10-round super featherweight attraction as he takes on the Washington, D.C. native, 19-1-1, Lamont Roach Jr. And looks like you're ready to go. Neil Tabanao, please come on up and check your weight. 129.8. Tabanao, 129.8 in this super featherweight bout. His opponent from Washington, D.C., Lamont Roach Jr. And also 129.8 for Roach Jr. And this bout should go off about 3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. Again, tune into DAZN. Log on, DAZN.com, and get your subscription all lined up so you can catch all the action coming up tomorrow night and in the near future.
You're going to be right here at T. That way we can get you in the picture. There we go.
Neil Tabarao, Cebu, Philippines, and Lamont Roach Jr. out of Washington, D.C., USA. 10-round super featherweight action. Again, should go off about 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 on the East Coast, live on DAZN. Thank you, gentlemen. Odds for all of tonight's action, tomorrow night's action on Bet Online. Get the odds for all the fights and put your wagers down. Thanks again to Neil Tabanao and Lamont Roach Jr. as we now step up into a 10-round vacant WBO Intercontinental Super Middleweight Challenge. Brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. This bout in association with World of Boxing, featuring from Sonora, Mexico, Alan Campa, and his opponent from Indio, Bektemir Melekuziev. Alan Campa, you are first on the scale. Super middleweights. 10 rounds of action. This is Alan Campa from Sonora, Mexico. 166.6. 176.7 for Alan. Next, his opponent, undefeated, known as the Bull. Here is Bektemir Melekuziev. 5-0 with 4 knockouts.
Let's get a towel. I got 168.2. Let's get a towel up here.
168.2 currently. We will towel weight him. Disrobe. I'm good. The max for this bout is 168. All right, we're good. Bektemir Melekuziev is 168 even.
Have a seat in your seat.
No, I won't. I'm gonna have them.
Oh,
You know what? Let's maintain our distances.
But they're so far apart.
yeah.
Mark, can I give this to you?
Yeah, you hold the belt. Mark, now stay in the back, hold the belt, that's fine. There's gonna be 4 times where you'll select this.
No, one is not one is a title limiter, no belt.
All right, we are ready for our photo opportunity. Alan Campa, Bektemir Melekuziev, the Indio fighter. Again, going after the strap. Held right now, vacant WBO Intercontinental Super Middleweight title on the line. This bout is brought to you by Golden Boy Promotions in association with World of Boxing. Alan Campa, Bektemir the Bull, Melekuziev. Tomorrow night, action live on DAZN.
One more time.
Ahí arriba como hay espacio, no dicen que no tiene que tener la máscara. Pero si ya fuera, donde quiera.
The Athletic Commission in complete compliance with the COVID protocol as we exit this third bout and get ready for our next fight, which will be a WBC flyweight title eliminator. An exciting bout, 8-round attraction with Phoenix, Arizona's Sulem Urbina and Marlon Esparza of Houston, Texas. Sulem Urbina, she will be first on the scale at your convenience. 12-0 with 2 knockouts. Born in Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico, and now fighting out of and representing Phoenix, Arizona. Here is Sulem Urbina. Six for Sulem Urbina. 112 is in the United States of America. 7-1 with a knockout from Houston, Texas. Here's Marlon Esparza.
Whatever you need to. Yeah. We're gonna have to get. I just want to make sure we have suitable.
Do you have a female?
I want you to bring in basically Rebecca Relier.
Perfect.
Tell her to come on over here, and then I want a larger thing. What?
Carlita.
Let's get a tablecloth or something.
That's the second person. Last guy was point. He said he was point under.
You just need
Yeah, I was right on. Yeah, because I was right on.
Yeah, but it's.
No, I was right on the track.
Joe, you want to just say some more?
Again, the max on this bout is 112. Esparza is currently 112.2. So we're going to bring in some female personnel and allow Marlene to disrobe to see if we can cut that 0.2 off of this weight. 8 rounds, WBC flyweight title eliminator. Undefeated Sulem Urbina. Waiting to see if her opponent makes the weight. Again, we are looking for 112 or under.
Here and wrap it around her so she can take her clothes off. The idea is she's gonna step on the scale and touch nothing.
But you guys are both on
and
the
you
same
guys
side.
can cover up.
She's gonna do, no, good.
Over here, right over here on the scale. Just cover that.
As long as the commission and the other
Okay,
team sees it.
Rebecca, actually, yeah, I want it around like this, so that, all right? Just like this, come out of here, hold it just like this. Okay, now I want you to come up, I'm gonna call the weight from back here. Walk forward, let her step up on the scale, I'll call the weight. Go ahead. The idea is, Rebecca, here, nothing can touch that towel. Take them both off. Nothing can touch that towel, okay? All right, stepping on the scale. Okay, is the towel clear? Yeah. Okay, basically, 111.8.
All right, 111.8. 111.8 official for Esparza. She is good to go.
Rebecca, you guys don't have to move. Just leave it like that. Yeah, let her dress up.
8-round WBC flyweight title eliminator is on and good to go. Sulem Urbina, the undefeated Hermosillo native out of Sonora, Mexico, taking on the 2012 Olympic bronze medalist Marlene Esparza of Houston, Texas.
You'll face the cameras first, and then remember this camera. On the tee. Face the camera here. And then face the camera up here as well. Face each other. Yeah, stay on the tees.
Keep them on their marks for our final shots for this WBC flyweight title eliminator going down tomorrow live on DAZN from here in Fantasy Springs, Indio, California. Thank you, ladies. A long stare goodbye before they meet again tomorrow night inside the Fantasy Springs ring.
Remember, there's no selection. It's going to be next door, okay?
Again, we do appreciate your patience, fight fans watching online at home or wherever you might be. We're doing our best to get things rolling along as quickly as we can, given the circumstances. So we appreciate your patience and your fanhood. Now we're ready for the WBO Junior Flyweight title. This is a 12-round bout brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with Zanfer Promotions and Miguel Cotto Promotions. Featuring from Managua, Nicaragua, Carlos Buitrago, taking on the Mexicali, Baja California native, La Pulga, Elwin Soto. Buitrago will be first on the scale. A veteran of 38 professional fights, 32 wins, 18 knockouts, 5 defeats, and 1 bout even. "12 rounds in this junior flyweight world championship bout. Our thanks to our sponsors, Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle, and Bet Online. All the odds for the fights are brought to you by Bet Online. Buitrago is set to go. He is up on the scale to check weight. Again, junior flyweights.
Primero pésate. Pésate y después agarras la bandera. Ya para poco agarras la bandera. What's the benchmark? 112, 108, sorry.
We're looking for 108 or under. Here is Carlos Buitrago.
107.8.
107.8. He is good. 107.8. And here's his opponent, the defending WBO Junior Flyweight World Champion La Pulga Elwin Soto.
Step on the scale. 107.4.
He's good. 107.4, 107.4.
Excelente. Pantalones y tenis. Y sí, ahorita que suban con el cinturón. Van a mantenerse en la T, donde está marcado ahí, no se van a acercar.
The main card, which will begin with Urbina Esparza, goes off at 5 p.m. Pacific. You'll catch this fight roughly around 5:45 p.m. on the West Coast. WBO Junior Flyweight title, 12 rounds, brought to you by Golden Boy Promotions in association with Zanfer Promotions and Miguel Cotto Promotions. Four titles on the line tomorrow night, including this one, the world title strap in the junior flyweight division, as the two will meet in the middle right now for the last time until tomorrow evening. Nicaragua contra Mexico tomorrow night. The challenger, Carlos Buitrago, 32-5-1, and the 17-1, 12 knockout veteran, Elwin Soto of Mexicali, Mexico. Elwin Soto from San Felipe, Mexico. We apologize. Gracias, amigo. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. So our junior flyweight strap is on the line tomorrow night, ready to go down for sure. Both fighters have made weight. And that 12-round attraction brought to you by Golden Boy, Zanfer Promotions, and Miguel Cotto Promotions from here inside of Fantasy Springs Resort Casino, Indio, California, USA. We are set to go now, folks, with our co-featured bout tomorrow night. 2 undefeated records on the line as Santana's Alexis Rocha goes into the ring with Rashidi Ellis of Lynn, Maryland. 12 rounds, this for the vacant WBC International Silver Welterweight title. Alexis Rocha, 16-0 with 10 knockouts. And he'll face off with Speedy Rashidi Ellis, who stands at 22-0 and 14 knockouts. Ellis most recently with a big win from here inside of Fantasy Springs when he defeated Eddie Gomez early. Of course, Rocha riding a 16-fight win streak to start his professional career. 10 knockouts for the power hitter out of Santana, California. Here's Alexis Rocha, ladies and gentlemen, Santa Ana, California, 146.6. He is good to go, 146.6. We will correct Rashidi Ellis and apologize. He is actually from Lynn, Massachusetts. Unfortunately, we had Maryland down, so Maryland got some love today. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Speedy Rashidi Ellis. 146.8 for Speedy Ellis. 146 and 3/4. Robert's never looked better.
I look good, covering covering my face. I won't be like everybody else.
This again is your co-main event tomorrow night. A night of exciting fights. 4 titles on the line and an eliminator on the line. This is for the vacant WBC International Silver Welterweight strap. And it's between 2 undefeated fighters. Somebody's O is going to go. It's going down tomorrow. Undefeated Alexis Rocha. Rashidi Ellis, he says his O is not going. Lynn, Massachusetts in the house. Santa Ana, California in the house. Both these fighters ready to get after it tomorrow night. The faces will be off tomorrow night inside the ring. No face-off up on the stage today.
We have a fighter on glove selections next door.
Don't miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow evening, that co-main event could headline any card in the world. And just one remains as you are ready for that one at home. Brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with Zanfer Promotions. It's our main event tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. 12 rounds, WBO Intercontinental Middleweight Championship. We will bring both fighters into the room right now. First up from Nassau, Bahamas. 21-2 with 1 draw, 15 knockouts, Tureano Johnson. And his opponent, the heavy-handed, undefeated, 28 knockout, 35-0, former WBO junior middleweight champion of the world, Jaime Munguía. This bout sponsored by Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle, and Bet Online. All of the fight odds are brought to you by Bet Online. You can log on, place your wagers for all of tomorrow's action from here in Indio, California. Tureano Johnson, he will be first on the scale. And you can catch all the action live on DAZN, DAZN.com. Log on, get your subscription, and be ready for all the action tomorrow. Yeah!
Get up on the scale. No, sir. 159.8.
And he's good. 159.8, 159.8 for Jaime Munguía.
Ahora sí, pantalón y zapatos nada más.
Catch the action Friday, October 30th. Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Golden Boy Promotions putting on the best fights in the world and bringing them to you tomorrow night live on DAZN, DAZN.com. Log on, get your subscription. Whether you do it monthly or you do an annual pass, there's surely some great fight action headed your way over the next course of the year.
Like you're on the scale.
Okay, back to the T. Te vas a ir donde está la T ahí. You guys are going to look at the camera first, please. Tureano. Up here.
Tureano Johnson challenging Jaime Munguía tomorrow night. Intercontinental middleweight WBO title on the line. 12-round main event from Indio, California. Undefeated, 35-0, Jaime Munguía.
We're going to do glove selection first for you guys, okay?
Well, that concludes our weigh-in this afternoon. We appreciate you guys tuning in online. Be sure to catch us tomorrow on DAZN.com. Log on, get your action coverage all from here at DAZN in Indio, California. Fantasy Springs Golden Boy Boxing returns tomorrow night. Join us.